Welcome to the Recap Lunch Hour. It's a Monday edition of the Recap Lunch Hour, smacked right in the middle of Christmas and New Year's. It's Ryan McGuffey coming to you with the Recap Lunch Hour, as we do every Monday through Friday at 12:30, unless I know it otherwise. It's an unfortunate non-victory Monday edition of the program, but I will say there's plenty to discuss after last night's 42-38 shootout loss to the San Francisco 49ers, ending the Bears' hope of a number one overall seed. But I have plenty of thoughts. I see that the chat is full to the max, and I can only assume some of the comments that are in there, and I know I do have to go through the Hoodie situation as well. It's all brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.hooters.com. Have it delivered straight to your office, your house. Slide by, pick it up after work. It's going to be a big destination here in the coming weeks for the Chicago Bears. We will be there, not tomorrow, but next Tuesday, January 6th, next Tuesday, as we put a bow on the regular season and look ahead to wherever and whoever the Bears, we should say, they will be playing at Soldier Field. Who it will be against, that'll be TBD. Looking ahead to this week, it's the Lions. It's a game that means nothing for, in theory, the Lions, but the Bears, I want the Bears to get the 2 seeds, so we'll talk more about that. Folks, Caleb Williams is a dude. If you didn't believe it before, I know there's some of you in this chat that didn't. That guy is a dude. He's a dude. The defense let you down last night, and this was a game where touchdowns were more important than field goals. And at the end of the day, Caleb Williams put the team on his back yet again and led him down the field with a chance to win the football game. 42-38, Caleb goes for 330 and 2 touchdowns in the loss. Season high 330 yards. So let's get to the chat because I see it's very active, and Jess starts us off today. Tough loss, but good for the Bears to have it now so they can make the necessary adjustments. Defense could barely stop a cold. I was hoping they could pull it out in the end so I could win a hoodie. What's going on, Rick? Eric? Guff, what a hell of a game last night. I'm very impressed with how the Bears fought toe-to-toe all night long. Let's beat Detroit next Sunday to get the 2 seed to guarantee 2 home playoff games. I'm always going to jump down and make sure that we're all sitting there good. Looks like the chat is looking really good. Kyle, good afternoon. It's 12:29. The Bears are still kings of the NFC North. Despite the defense playing horribly, we almost got a dub. If Poles gets a pass rusher, watch out. And I failed to mention that. And by the way, on Saturday night, the Chicago Bears clinched the NFC North. So, that's the positive that came of this. And, of course, a lot of you were live with us on Saturday night as Cap and I went live after the Packers game, all 10,000 plus of you. Brett, what's up, buddy? Hey, Guff, what's the best moment? In 2025, my best moment is your lunch hour. It makes my day so much better. Take that. Brett, you are my guy, buddy. You got 2 fans of the program right here, Brett Kaplan, his dad. I'm so honored to be such family with these guys. And, Brett, I appreciate you, brother. You make my day better every single time I see you. Kyle, if Max Crosby is possibly available, wouldn't have PTSD from the Khalil Mack deal, go get him to upgrade the pass rush. This dude's an animal, and we could use him. I think it's very clear that we need pass rush help. I will say I do like Austin Booker when he plays. He seems to play recklessly at times as well, but the Bears need more up front. Oh, here we go. Phil, well. Brock Purdy, elite, 10 total touchdowns in 2 games. CMC, elite. Swift will never be on his level. Not surprised the Niners won. It's what they do. Funny that he's now bringing DeAndre Swift into the mix. You didn't see him mention Caleb Williams there, did you? You didn't see Phil mention Caleb Williams there. Interesting. No touchdowns or no picks his last 3 games. Just saying. Eric, Ryan Poles better address the defensive line this offseason. It's clearly obvious they can't stop a high-powered offense to save their soul. Rick, awesome game. Although we came up short, we proved who we are. Phil Simms was right about a few things, but totally wrong about Caleb Williams. Go Bears. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that has to sit here and say it. Kyle, here comes Scrooge Phil Simms, a.k.a. Mr. Fairweather Fan. I totally agreed. My answer for the poll is, My guys, Derek, is that you out there doing the poll? I haven't even seen the poll. I should know the poll going in. That's on me. Phil, by the way, Guff, Bo knows winning the AFC West, and it was Drake May Day in New York City yesterday, so your boy wasn't the only quarterback who won a division title. It sounds like that's a backhanded compliment. By the way, Bo Nix, check out the quarterback ratings. He's below Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than Bo Nix. This is a non-argument. Folks, please. But it's funny how that's a backdoor compliment to Caleb. Hell of a game last night. I'm very proud of the Bears last night. Even though we didn't win the game, they could play anybody. Yes, Eric is dead on that. Becky, she held off on the wine last night. but I'll have some wine Wednesday night to ring in the new year, Becky, as you should. Kyle, the Blackhawks continue to look lost with their two players they were counting on. Frank Nazar just went on IR, and Bedard is still on the shelf until next month. Not looking too good in Blackhawks camp for now. That's a fact. Phil, not bad for Mr. Irrelevant, the guy that's been to 2 NFC title games, Pro Bowls, and a Super Bowl and showed the world in primetime. He handled business. Dude, he's not a no-name anymore. I know that the Mr. Relevant thing is there. Good for the Niners. They got a pass by – they drafted Trey Lance, and no one has said a word because they got Brock Purdy right. Okay? He's been to a Super Bowl. People know who he is. Don't have any issue with Giannis dunk against the Bulls. They want to do something about it, win. Phil, the score 42 without Ayuk, Kittle, and losing Williams in the first quarter. The Niners could have easily scored 50. So could the Bears. Just so you like, the Bears also, did we forget the Bears didn't have weapons in that game? Come on, Phil. Mr. Irrelevant would be Mr. Nowhere without Christian McCaffrey. That dude is as good as it. When he's healthy, man, he's so much fun to watch. I love him so much. Winning shuts everybody up, just like when the national media was chirping about the Bears. Phil, Niners versus Seahawks for the number 1 seed Saturday night is how it should be. The 2 best teams in the NFC. Google that. There's nothing to Google. The Bears can beat the Niners. I learned everything I need to know about the Chicago Bears the last 2 weeks. I actually go back to the Eagles game, the last 4 weeks. Everything I needed to know about the Bears has been answered. They can go anywhere and beat anyone. That's a fact. Anytime. Thank you, Rick. It's exactly what I was just saying. But they didn't. They lost. Simple as that. Just like the 49ers didn't have those guys and they didn't score 50. Phil, you're an idiot. Come on, bud. I love you, but you're an idiot. This is stupid. You're doing it on purpose now. Becky says she thinks Boston brings Bregman back. I'm proud of this team. Started 0-2 and they're in the playoffs and clinched the division. No one here had them. Remember 4 weeks ago I sat here and we looked up the Bears to win the division before they played the Packers, and it was plus 750. Shame on me and probably all of us for not taking it. Are the Cubs ever going to get off their hands and do something big? Keep bringing in mad guys. That just shows you how much ownership actually cares about winning in their fans. They gave $6 million to a guy that barely pitched in 2025. Hello, Recap fam. Somebody won the hoodie. I need to go through. I know I usually come on here on Mondays and go through the video to see here who won the hoodie. I have no problem, by the way, doing that here on the program. I think there was like 30 comments on this video at least. By the way, it's going to be a lot tougher to win. We have a lot of new members after Saturday night. All right, there's a Bears win, a Bears win, a Bears win, a Bears win, a Bears win. Phil has Niners 38-28. We have a Niners 27-24. We have how about this one? Pablo 46-33, 42-38. Am I wrong that it feels like Pablo is my early answer here? 42. Let's see here. Niners 42-17 Niners. That didn't happen. Bears. Al 34-24. That's not close. 34-24. Al, you commented 3 times. I see you, buddy. I think Pablo might be getting another hoodie. Does anyone have a pushback on that? Becky, come on, Hoyer and Ricketts. Bring in somebody big. Kyle, rematch with Green Bay with a win against Detroit. Let's go. Would love to send them crying again. Green Bay sucks. Pablo, tough loss. I think I guessed the closest to the score. Definitely pick the winner. Am I right? Hope everyone's Monday's off to a great start. In my world, Pablo, I think you're the hoodie winner. Ira, in the wild card round, who are you more apprehensive about playing? A Packers a third time or playing an NFC West team? Don't care. I'd love to, playing the Packers again means you have to own the idea of losing, but you know them better than anybody. Ahmad says it was heartbreaking and I'm still sad. That's fair. It was a tough one. A lot of momentum, a lot of feelings at the end of that one. Again, what's up, Clyde? Bubs is not mad about it. We learned from our failures. We are way, 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 way ahead of schedule. What I've learned is that the Bears truly do embrace the cardiac Bears. Luther Burden stepped up. Colston Loveland, the Bears rookies look real. Make sure you're with us in Hooters next Tuesday. Pablo, Look at the regulars here. 3,000 the other day. Where are they now? Pablo, by the time we signed off on Saturday night, we had 10,000. Love the Recap Lunch Hour fam. Thank you for the show, Guff. Appreciate the loyalty. Pablo got a little edgy on Saturday saying, we're the OGs. We'll see who's here on Monday. Lions played their last 6 games indoors. The Iceman cometh for thee. Better learn from this now so we can win one of these in a few weeks. Bear down. Jess, sorry, Pablo. Holidays had me away from the lunch hour, but back at work today and back to my favorite lunch hour. And Jess, I believe we'll be in person next week. We look forward to that. You know, wine tastes better when you remember. David, Guff, Ben says the last play was not sent in on time and they weren't set. Why wouldn't Caleb have spiked the ball and reset the play? We had 4 seconds. It was just second down. There's a lot going through your head. If the play's coming in mumbled, and everyone's in the wrong formation, if you snap the ball, you're on the road. Who knows how that clock rolls. What I do like is Ben taking accountability because it's something a Bears coach has not done in here in a long ass time. Unapologetic and unfiltered truth. Hey, Guff and the chat. Brett, the Bears defense has to be fixed. Defense gets a reality check even though they got a pick 6. 100%. Supreme Productions. I don't do moral victories. Take the L's on the chin, but man, does it take the sting out when I can confidently leave that game saying, we have a quarterback. We finally have a quarterback. We're going to be just fine. I totally agree. And that's what I've been saying is I learned everything I need to know about this team I've learned in 4 weeks. They can play with anyone and beat anyone. Caleb was confident that it could pull it off rather than have a confident QB fail. Rather have a confident quarterback fail than a quarterback constantly taking timeouts because he's unsure. It's fine. Experience that Ben and Caleb can learn from. After a fast start by both teams, the Bulls and Hawks reverted to their neutral states, the play-in and the cellar, respectively. Although the Bulls, who knows what's going on with them? They play again tonight against the Minnesota Timberwolves at the United Center. We'll have a recap after that game goes final. As Cap said the other night, never seen a team win 5 to start the year, lose 7 in a row. We're punting them to the sun, and then they win 5 in a row. They're mid. They're so mid. D.A. Steely, we may have lost, but come on, Guff, show us the cheese grater hat. We ordered a bunch of them. I am not admittedly back at the office yet right now, but we did order some coming to the office. Caleb is only the 3rd best quarterback in the North. Whatever, dude. Taking a drink and laughing at that one. Because if you ask the Green Bay Packers, who would you rather have going forward, long term? If you ask the Detroit Lions long term, Phil, you're just a hater, dude. And all Caleb keeps doing is proving you wrong. Would have taken a timeout after the Burden catch at the 30. I would have, but anyone can play Monday morning quarterback. I would. I was fine with that. Look, they got down. They tried to do the hook and ladder to win the game. It got them down to the 3. The last play didn't work. It didn't work. The Niners aren't better than the Rams. Man, I'll tell you, when you look at the Rams, the Niners, and the Bears, those 3 coaches are just as good as it gets. Thomas, will the Bears ever have a great offense and a great defense? Now we have the great offense. We're going, what's up? The Bears' ability to create turnovers is still special. It's still special. Now, because you have all the toys on offense and you got the line right, in the offseason, you got to put all your attention on the defense. The Niners are so good. Brock Purdy threw a pick 6 on purpose just to make it sort of challenging. Okay, Landon. That pick by TJ Edwards was something. Yeah, Hunter Harvey gets $6 million. Was pretty much banged up all of last year. My question is, who is Phil? How about this? Protectio Triple. I like it. Proyecto Triple. Welcome to the chat, and it's a good one. Bradley, question, Guff, why are the Bears under 500 against their division opponents amongst all playoff teams this year? Why are the Bears against their division opponents? Hang on. Well, you got to remember they started the season 0-2, and both of those games were in the division. So you have to remember that. So when you look at the division, yes, they are 2-3. They've split with the Packers since, and now they get the Lions on Sunday. But they started the year 0-2, and both of those games were in division. So it's something to consider. Yeah, Pablo, you are the man. You're It's going to take home yet another hoodie. If two members make identical predictions, priority should go to whoever posted first. I like when we come up with rules on the fly, but nobody also gave the same prediction this time as Pablo. Hey, Pablo, you're winning it. David, here's somebody who did it. Guff, thank you for the bet of the day. I bet the Bears at plus 750 to win the division, which I cashed on Saturday night. David, you are the man for listening to us here. I didn't even take my own advice. You threw a little scratch. Dude, getting a 750 to 1 on a division winner just a few weeks ago, that's fantastic. I don't want to say that I would meet you at Hooters, but I'm not afraid to meet you at Hooters. I know you're a Portage, Indiana guy, that you like the Portage, Indiana Hooters. There's all kinds of Hooters all over, 11 Chicagoland locations. We will be at the Hooters O'Hare, David, on Tuesday, not tomorrow, a week from tomorrow. If you want to come and break bread with me and Alex Brown, and Tom Waddle, and David Kaplan, as we put a bow on the Bears and look ahead to the big playoff game. Hooters, the best place for camaraderie, cold beer, the iconic Hooters Grill, the great food, the lunch specials, $9.99. You can't beat it. The OG wings, the boneless wings, the black and chicken Caesar salad, the burger, the cheeseburger, which is Godfather's favorite down in Joliet. Still 2 drinks of the month for a limited time only. We got, 3 days left here in the year? 2 drinks of the month. The $8 espresso martini, the $10 Maker's Mark old fashioned for the rest of the month. The next 3 days, there are 2 drinks of the month. I hope you took advantage of that $25 gift card and $5 cash back. Hooters, proud partner of the Recap and the Recap Lunch Hour. Let's see here. Where do we go in the chat? Here we are. OD, Ben will likely get his chance to beat Matt LaFleur twice this year. Still, that's a really good comment. Is Luther Burden III okay? Believe to have had a quad injury. He met the media last night, which I always take as a good sign, because when a guy is seriously injured, very rarely, if ever, are they in front of the media. It's not supposed to be serious. It'll be monitored day to day. I believe he's having further imaging today. We will see his status for Sunday and how Ben Johnson approaches the game. My guess is Ben Johnson wants that 2 seed for the opportunity that if the 1 gets beat, the Bears keep going, they would have a chance to host the NFC Championship game. Combat. To improve going forward is the only position needed a pass rusher. What a great game, bear down. I don't think that's the only position needed. I think the Bears could use some help in the secondary as well. They've been very banged up all year long. They can't really afford to be that banged up much longer, but the pass rush, it's just got to be better. The reason that 80 points were scored last night is both teams struggle to get to the quarterback. That's just a fact. You could sit here and say, oh, the 49ers. Yeah, we're all talking big about the 49ers. You are correct. But, and I'm pulling this up right now, defense. Why don't they have sack? The Bears and the Niners are 2 of the worst rushing the quarterback in football. They are. They're 2 of the worst rushing the quarterback in the NFL. Ben Johnson has transformed Ryan Poles and Bears ownership on how to do business. Next offseason, Ben Johnson will have them address what Dennis Allen needs to improve the defense. You're probably right on that. Pablo, no apologies, Jess. You're awesome. Love seeing you on here. What a great community for our favorite Chicago sports teams. You will be there. Let's go, Jess. Looking forward to celebrating the start of the playoffs at Hooters O'Hare. Rick, no wine tastes better. When you're a member, sorry, voice recognition. Oh, that's all good. Become a member. We had a bunch of members for the first time. We had so many shout outs on Saturday night. If you're not a member and you're thinking about it, do it now, because you get so much heads up. We're talking about the hoodie. You're like, how do I get a hoodie? Well, we got to. Cap is out of office all week. He's still doing recaps, but got to get to wait till 2026. So much more members only content coming. Kyle said it previously on the lunch hour. This Bears team reminds me of the 2015 Cubs. A year ahead of where they were projected to be. This year isn't over, but imagine an upgrade to the D-line. Watch out. There's the Godfather. Cubs sign Hunter Harvey. Woohoo! Cleaning up the scrap heap again for $6 million, though. The Bears are going to make other playoff teams nervous. Clyde, great comment. It's a team that I don't think a lot of teams are lining up saying, please, let me play them. Pablo, do you think Warren can talk George and opening his wallet again to get 1 great pass rusher, Crosby, and then another solid pass rusher? We need to seriously get the D-line upgraded. I think I'd love to see what happens to the Bears in the playoffs. But yeah, I think they have to. You look at the teams with success on both sides of the football, they have pass rushers. Jess, I mean, look at the Broncos. Our guys giving all the credit to Bo Nix. They have more sacks than anybody. Strange time where Bob Nutting of the Pirates is spending more than Ricketts. Strange times indeed. Brett, my friends and I are going bowling tonight and having cheese pizza and watching the Bulls game. There we go, Brett. Getting a little calm before the New Year's Eve storm. I've been seeing people say the Bears should tank the Lions game to avoid the Packers. No, the Bears should not be putting blinders on and go over. No. Again, if you know that team better than anybody, Rizzo has received an invitation from Team Italy for the 2026 World Baseball Classic. That'll be interesting. Which defensive back do you re-sign if you're in Pole's shoes? Unfortunately, don't see all of them coming back. I could see Tyreek Stevenson hitting the open market. My question is, why is Phil? The Guardians of the Galaxy's reference. Pittsburgh outspending Ricketts. 3 days till 2026 and another year under the luxury tax. Supreme Productions, do you think Johnson still has a shot to win Coach of the Year? If I had to pick right now, I would say Shanahan is the leader in the clubhouse, especially if they get the 1 seed. I also think Liam Cohen's in the mix. I think Shanahan for sure. I think Mike Vrabel's going to probably be the favorite right now. I would also think that McDonald's in the mix for the Seahawks if they get the number 1 seed. Vrabel's the favorite at plus 105. Kyle Shanahan plus 150. Then it goes Mike McDonald at plus 650. Liam Cohen 12-1. Ben Johnson now 25-1. So it tells you we got the 5 guys, just the order. If that's the best you got, you're definitely not saying much. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. What up, Mitch Winkleman? What's going on? Thanks, everyone. Love the channel, the great community. Become a member. See you on the 6th. Pablo, I'm going to bring your hoodie to Hooters O'Hare. I will give it to you in person. Jimmy, that was a good game last night between 2 good teams, but still the Bears all the way and bear down. We will knock the Packers out of the playoffs. Let's go. Already know where I'm going for lunch New Year's Eve. Hooters Joliet cheeseburger. Here I come. Vizzo Joe, do you see this defense being able to handle teams like the Rams in Seattle? 100% Seattle. The Rams could be in a different category, but I said this the other day. I'm done ruling out the Bears. The Bears can hang and beat anybody. They can hang with and beat anybody anywhere. I'm with actual Mitch on this one. Austin Booker, he does play a little reckless at times, but his name shows up in the stat sheet for some pretty big reasons. You're saying punt on Sweat and get rid of Crosby. My question is there room for all 3 where you're rotating Booker in on 3rd downs? I could make an argument the answer is yes. According to my calculations, the 49ers will get the number 1 seed and they will lose against the Rams in playoffs. So NFC Championship will be Bears against the Rams. I like it. Let's go. I know, but they could still move him, James. That's my point. There's going to be a lot of creativity, I think, going on. Looks like the Raiders won the toilet bowl yesterday. Wonder who they'll take at number 1, assuming they hold the pick. Not sure if Mendoza is a franchise quarterback. Wouldn't be surprised if he is in Vegas. Pete, I do have to say, I'm a 49ers fan, but I agree the Bears are legit. Pete, appreciate you coming in with your knowledge and the compliment for the Bears. I will be there. I will wear it that night. Let's go. Well, you'll have both colors by then, Pablo. You'll have to maybe wear the one and I'll give you the other. If I win a hoodie, will you bring it to Hawaii? I think that sounds like a good work trip, Rick. I do. Pete believes that the Bears, he is a San Francisco fan. He does believe they can beat any team. What should I bowl today? Above a 250, Brett. Let's see you go above a 250. Time now for Dog of the Day in partnership with Pause for Patrick. Check out pauseforpatrick.org for more information in their life-changing mission to put therapy dogs in mental health institutions full-time. They've helped over 30,000 adolescents since 2020. 30,000. Today's Dog of the Day, Oreo. Check out Oreo. Just had a birthday last week, a week ago today. Oreo is now 4 years old. Look at this dog. Clearly loves to be dressed up. I really love a big toy. I love to sneak it outside, mainly succeed. Eventually has its own Instagram account, Oreo.cookie. therapydog.carom. Check out the therapy dog. You can have your dog be featured as the dog of the day by emailing me at recapoffice@gmail.com. Recapoffice@gmail.com. If you're a member looking for a sticker, make sure you email me too, recapoffice@gmail.com. You know how near and dear, if you watch this show on a regular basis, that this charity is to my heart. Text REKAP 25 to 44321 to support Pause for Patrick's life-changing mission. Learn more at pauseforpatrick.org. I got a note from our friends at Pause for Patrick over the holidays that there have been donations pouring in, so I do appreciate you guys. $1, $2, $5, $10, $100, whatever you can do to help. Our mental health institutions are at capacity. They're overflowing, and they want to put therapy dogs in these institutions full-time, not for an hour a week. No, full-time, and I think it's awesome, and I'm a huge advocate for Pause for Patrick. So please, please, please hop on board. What do I think of the White Sox edition so far? Mitch, do a White Sox recap podcast with our guy, Brian Anderson. I've been a big fan of the Mooney signing. I'm looking forward to seeing, and I like the Sean Newcomb signing. So still looking to see what's to come. I do believe Luis Robert will be moved, and I look forward to that happening. That should be interesting to see if they take that other $10 million or so they save and apply it to the roster. Hawaii, isn't it interesting, Rick, that there are fans of other teams who have more respect for the Bears than Phil Simms? It is very interesting. Bears-Rams for the NFC Championship would be a repeat of the 85 title game. Imagine an NFC title rematch and then Super Bowl rematch 40 years later. That would be absolutely insane. Godfather, on the drive when the Bears kicked the field goal, looked like Johnson went conservative, needed a touchdown there, and you knew San Francisco would go down and score, and they did. It was unfortunate. You needed one stop from your defense again. Poole succeeded big on the offensive line, says James, but he missed tremendously on the DL. Mediocre GM at best. I mean, they won the division. They got the coach right. He upgraded the offensive line. He got the quarterback right. Luther Burden looks like he's right. Colston Loveland looks like he's right. I don't think he's mediocre right now. I don't. Oreo gets 2 barks from Lucy. That's a sign of a good day. Pete, hands down, the Bears are beating the Lions this coming week. Best bet of the week. Eric, from what I'm hearing, we want to play the Packers in the playoffs because they're banged up and we can exploit them, move on to the divisional round. You're going to get who you get, folks. You can't sit there and try to line up exactly who you want to play in the playoffs. You're in the dance. Now you beat the teams in front of you. This week, you work on beating the Detroit Lions. And then you go from there. Because the 6th seed is going to be someone of the Seattle Seahawks, LA Rams, and San Francisco 49ers. You want that too? If someone's going to, you have really good teams making the NFL playoffs here this year. Join the Recap fam if you haven't already. Subscribe. Well, if you haven't subscribed, come on. If you're watching this, you haven't subscribed, start there. Subscribe, hit the notification bell every time we have new content, new shows. Boom, you get the notification. If you want to become a member, that's how you do it right there. That's the link. Every one of our videos has a join feature. Click join for $2.99 a month. Boom. You spend $3 a month on a lot of other crazy, more than a month on a day at the coffee shop. You spend more than $3 on a cup of coffee. You can win hoodies. We'll have Q&As. We'll have a lot more content to come at the turn of the new year. The NFL wants Bears to play the Packers because of the ratings and audience size from the last matchup. Better order my cheese grater hat soon. Enjoy the dance. Just don't beat my Niners, says Pete. That should be fun if it happens. I would expect the Lions to have a couple guys shut down, Vizzo. So again, go for it and see what happens. Kyle asks, Jets, are you nervous for the Steelers on Sunday? King Henry looked pretty good. The Steelers really crapped the bed. Not sure if I'm in the minority here, but I wanted the Niners to score because I knew there would be plenty of time for Caleb in the offense. I knew he'd get down the field just short. And that's what it's gotten to, is that we know exactly what Caleb is capable of in the Chicago Bears. Bet of the day, I don't have my aviators on me, but we should, because the Minnesota Golden Gophers pulled it out on Friday in another college bowl game. Don't have lip ripper here. We were going against each other in that game, but Minnesota covered the -1.5, winning by 3 in overtime. We're going back to the NFL tonight. I do like the under in the Appalachian State game that's happening right now. I'm sorry, not right now, but it is happening here, I believe, in an hour or so. We have Appalachian State playing in the bowl game. Appalachian State, Georgia Southern in a rematch. 58's the total. I do like the under in that game. It's kicking off here at the top of the hour. So 5 minutes to kickoff. You're trying to get some side action there. Kyle Pitts has been over this number in 4 straight games. Kirk Cousins actually using the talented tight end to his advantage and putting up monster numbers because of it. I like both the receptions and the over 50.5 total on his yards. If you put them together, it's only plus 145. We're just going for the catches tonight. I do expect the Falcons to be playing from behind, and because of that, I think Kyle Pitts will be a man's best friend. Of course, I'm here, Clyde. I haven't been ignoring you at all. That's my virtual shades today. Virtual shades. Justin, Mydroth, Teal, Montgomery, Murakami. I think Anna Tanachi could shoot for left field or right field eventually. We'll see. We'll see about it. I'm the guy who's a little like pump the brakes on him. Ricketts is cheap. Next, I have real steel cheese grater hats for the playoffs. So we will see what happens. There's the bet of the day. Kyle Pitts over 5.5 receptions. Happy birthday to my beautiful sister, Susan. She is awesome, man. I just got to see her and spend some time with her on Christmas. So happy birthday to my beautiful sister, Susan. I hope you celebrate the day, and the best year of your life is right around the corner. She is the greatest. Just like all of you for joining this show each and every single day, Monday through Friday at 12:30. It's the Recap Lunch Hour with Guff. And it's always brought to you by Hooters, originalhooters.com. Visit one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Order.hooters.com if you want to not cook and slide by, pick it up, have it delivered straight to your office, straight to your door, whatever happens. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. A lot of birthdays in the Guff house this time of year, right? A lot of birthdays in the Guff house. Have a great rest of your day. My God, this weather, regardless of where you're at, it went from like 50 to 5 below like that. So be safe, stay safe. If you're getting ready for a New Year's celebration, we'll talk about resolutions as we get later on here in the week. But I appreciate you guys greatly. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. We have a lot of content to come here on the channel. We have the Recap Rush Hour. We have a Bulls recap later today. Check out the socials for more Bears content. And tomorrow at 8 o'clock, it'll be Studio 41 Football Recap Live. Alex Brown sits in for Olin Kreutz, who's watching the Illinois Fighting Illini and his sons in the bowl game. Have a great rest of your day. It's all brought to you by Hooters. Take that.